In 45 seconds, hundreds of thousands of people lost their lives and millions were affected. This is the amazing record of the little boy's atomic bomb. It looks like it's very powerful, but the atomic bomb seems to be less and less important in modern warfare. As a result, hydrogen bombs and three-box bombs appeared one after another. But if their number is limited, they will not be enough to destroy mankind. So is there a nuclear bomb in the world that can destroy the entire Earth with just one? The answer is yes. It is also a type of nuclear bomb. It doesn't need to be known precisely, and it doesn't need too much quantity. You don't even need to hit the enemy's territory. Just detonate a bone bomb of sufficient tonnage in the Earth's stratosphere. With the atmospheric circulation, all of humanity will die a painful death within a few years. What exactly is a bone bomb? Why is it called the real Earth impact ship? To understand bone bullets, we must first understand the principle of the atomic bomb. As the first generation of nuclear weapons, it mainly uses oil-235 and cloth-239 as raw materials. Both nuclei are very unstable. When a neutron hits the nucleus of oil-235, will split into two lighter nuclei. Huge energy is released during the splitting process. 2 or 3 new neutrons will also be released. These 2 or 3 newly generated neutrons. Then it collides with other atomic nuclei around it. Spark more divisions. Release more neutrons. This process spreads instantaneously at exponential speeds. This is a chain reaction. Within a millionth of a second, billions of atomic nuclei split simultaneously. A burst of amazing energy. To maintain chain reaction, there must be enough fuel gathered together. Ensure that the neutron hits the next atom. The minimum mass required to sustain the reaction, called critical mass. The core problem of atomic bomb design is always maintain a subcritical state. When to use. To reach a supercritical state instantly. And the little boy who surrendered to Hiroshima just used conventional explosives. Take a bullet-shaped piece of oil, inject it into another target-shaped block of oil at high speed. The two pieces combined instantly exceeded the critical mass. Trigger a nuclear explosion. The critical mass of an atomic bomb is only 10 kilograms. Will automatically trigger the fission reaction. No additional neutron source required. Therefore, the maximum atomic bomb cannot exceed 500,000 tons, TNT equivalent. In order to increase the power, scientists invented hydrogen and nitrogen again. Hydrogen and nitrogen are on the periphery of the atomic bomb. Add a layer of knife and pierce the mixture. Explosions of small atomic bombs produced high temperatures, high pressure, and high-speed neutron flow. Causes a huge chain reaction between the knife and the wearer, thus releasing huge energy. Because the heat and material knife and wear, basically not limited by critical mass. Therefore, the yield of hydrogen bombs has been greatly improved. In theory, it is not difficult to create a hydrogen bomb with the equivalent of 1 ton of TNT. October 30th, 1961, the former Soviet Union over Novaya Zemlya in the Arctic Ocean detonated a hydrogen bomb called the Tsar Bomba. 50 million tons of TNT equivalent. The rising mushroom cloud reaches a height of 67 kilometers. The burning fireball is about 8 kilometers in diameter. Shock wave from explosion. It even brought a magnitude 5 earthquake to the other side of the ocean. The energy released moved the entire Eurasian continent by 9 millimeters. In the ancient bombs we are talking about today, it was first proposed by the famous physicist Leo Szilard in 1950. The purpose is to ensure that after the nuclear bomb explodes, it can maximize the extinction of radiation residue, rendering the Earth's surface uninhabitable for years or even generations. It's on the outer layer of the hydrogen bomb. Coupled with the shell of an ancient 59, a nuclear bomb is formed. Helium-59 is among all the isotopes of helium, the only substance with stable properties. Although it does not decay autonomously, but when the massive high-energy neutrons produced by the hydrogen bomb explosion, when rushing towards the shell of Guwujio, one of the most horrific nuclear reactions in human history occurred. Stable and harmless Guwujio will immediately become a highly radioactive solitary object. This solitary luling is the soul of solitary egg. This element is called a radioactive membrane. It can wreak havoc on the DNA structure of the human body, resulting in death or radiation sickness. If an orphan egg explodes in the stratosphere, the resulting orphan egg will float in all directions with the atmosphere. Pollution of the environment in a large area. Exposure to more human bodies under atmospheric movement, leading to widespread casualties. According to scientists' estimates, an ordinary-sized bone egg explosion in the stratosphere over Washington will kill all America and the entire population of its neighbors Canada and Mexico. Theoretically, if 500 tons of bone eggs exploded in the stratosphere, then the whole world's population will face death. Of course, it's not possible yet. In addition, the half-life of 60 is about 5.27 years. This length is just right and the toxicity is high. A half-life of 5.27 years ensures that after the explosion, intensity of gamma-ray radiation at the Earth's surface during the first few years belongs to the lethal level. Initially, the radiation dose in the air was 5 C per hour. Will kill someone in an instant. 5. After 27 years, a human body will die after being exposed to it for 1 hour. Within 50 to 100 years, humans will not survive a day. Humanity's current underground bunker technology. There is no way to store enough food to sustain the entire human race for 50 years. Water and air filtration systems. When you hide for 5 years, thought the storm was over, open the hatch and climb out of the ground. What greets you is still invisible high intensity. Besides, there's no point hiding underground. In the process of decaying into nirvana, emits high-energy electrons and gamma rays. It is a highly penetrating electron wave. They are invisible and fearless. You can't see, smell, or touch. It has strong penetrating power. A few centimeters of tie or a meter of concrete can significantly reduce its intensity. Finally, it can destroy DNA gamma rays. It can easily penetrate the human body. Directly damages the DNA and cell structure of organisms, cancer-causing acute radiation syndrome, and cause death within days to weeks. Said so many terrifying theories. Good news. No country has publicly acknowledged the creation or deployment of bone eggs. Bad news. Technically, there are no secrets. During the craziest period of the Cold War, the UK has tested nuclear device containing bone as missing mark. The Soviet Union also conducted similar theoretical research. But in the end, the big powers reached a tacit understanding. Don't make this thing. Why? Because it's not only immoral, but useless. The purpose of military is to conquer or to deter. If you want to conquer a land, you turn it into a wasteland where no one could be banned for 100 years. Even your own country will be polluted. This is not only killing 1,000 enemies and damaging oneself 800. This is killing 1,000 enemies and committing 1,000 suicides. But in recent years, discussions about Gudon's surface again, mainly related to the cumulative surplus announced by Russia. Military observers speculate, if this giant nuclear mine carried an ancient warhead and detonated on the enemy's coastline, not only can cities be destroyed by tsunamis, it can also pass through Hanga's radioactive sea objects, turn the entire lower coastal area of the continent into a permanent no-go zone. This has not been officially confirmed yet, but it has reawakened fears of ancient bombs. The lone bomb is not so much a weapon. It is better to say that it is a sword of Damocles hanging over the head of mankind. It urges us to be ever vigilant. Combining nuclear finance, military and nuclear non-proliferation, regarded as the highest strategic priority of human civilization. This should be ancient, will always exist only in popular science and science fiction novels.